Hey guys, welcome back to Code with Yogesh. Today we are going to explore a Go language project. In this project, we will try to cover all these things whatever we learn into Go language series. The project is actually a task management project. Whether you are beginner or experienced developer, there is something here for everyone. So let's get started. So over here, let's create a new type of task, and that is structs. Task structs. Inside in it, we'll take the two property. One is description, another one is the completed or not completed. We will store all the tasks into JSON. We will read, write, and get back also. We should have one status, if the task is completed or not. We can view also, and even we can just complete or incomplete. The status also change. So let me make the two property. Description would be the string, and completed should be the boolean property only. And here we are using JSON tagging also. And this is tagging JSON, and here we are changing descriptions so that it will take the camel case over here because we will convert into JSON. So this is our structure. Second thing is we need to create a file. So constant task file. I'm just taking constant. This is the task file name. Over here, we'll write down our program. So program we want, it should be continuous in the loop, and we will ask to the user take some input, and on the basis of that we will take some actions, because this is right now we are taking console, so only from the console or command line we can take the input. So over here we'll use the for loop, and Go language only we have for loop, it does not have while loop. So this is infinite for loop. So over here we have few statement that we will take the user as input, or we will show the while actually user take some input. On the basis of that, user can take some suggestions from here. So let me add this fmt package also, and this is task list. We will show these are the options to user will choose either of them, one of the options, and according to that over here we will use the buffer input and output that to read a file that we already cover into the file handling. So let's read the file. To read the user input, we'll use the stdin, means from the command line. OS is the package name. bufio also one of the package, that is the buffer input and output. This is reader, we are taking the input inside in it. Whatever the reader we will take, and buffer input output is the one of the advantage over the scan. Advantage is this, we can write down more bigger paragraph, okay, and that we can take the paragraph on the basis of line ending. So let's take it line ending over here, and this is error handling. Here we are making the blank placeholder because we are not right now taking care of error, but right now just whatever the /n will become, we are taking that choice. Okay, over here we just take the choice and we are converting into the choice into the string, and this is our choice. The user choose either of them, one of them. Okay, after that, once we get a choice, we will write down the switch case, right? Switch case. So on the basis of these 1, 2, 3, 4, we will take the one of the actions. Okay, so these are the actions. Suppose add task, view task, delete task, mark task as a complete, or either we can go as a exit. If we have, we can do the exit also. Okay, and exit we can do like a way also, or either we can do write down return statement. Okay, because we are in the for loop, we can return, and anywhere we can terminate the loop also, anywhere. Okay, invalid choice, please try again, we can show it, or we can say please try again, and please enter a number between 1 to 5. This message will show if the user will do some mistake. So these functions we need to be create separately. These are the functions. So first function is add the task. Let's add it. Functions add task. Over here we will take the reader input. Whatever the reader actually user will be give it. Okay, might be this is suggesting also correct. Let's take it, and no, we won't take it. Okay, whatever the user give us to input, we will take the input and we will actually write down the task into JSON file. Okay, so let me add it one line by line. So this is the new reader. Add task means whatever the new task user want to add into existing task list, he can add it, and he will take the input from the command line. So user take the input from the command line, and here we'll write down the please enter the descriptions. Once we get a description, the same thing, we need to be take the description on the line slash, and we will trim the space, and we will take into the description into one of the variables. So here are the descriptions. While adding the task, we should check, do we have existing the task, or are we creating the new task? We should have the list of the task, and we should read our task.json file that we already given the name on the top. So if the task.json file is already created, and if we have the task, we should get the task first and append our new task inside in it. If the task does not have, we should be get the blank list. Over here we are using the array of the structs because we could be have the number of tasks. Okay, an array its array is a simple list of the any item could be possible. So right now we are adding the structs over here. Structs already we cover in the previous videos, and array we will cover in the next video, but right now we are not using array any means advanced function. We are simply just actually have the list, and inside it we just push the element, or either we can say append the element. Okay, so let's see, I'll actually explain over here. So let's create the functions of the load task. Okay, in these functions we will read the JSON file. To read the JSON file, we have first we will check the JSON file is already there or not, as that is also we already know. We can check through os.stats. Okay, and this is our task file. Whatever the file we made it will check if the file is exist, or we can check through the if statement also. If error stats, and this is my stats over here. If it is there, then if we can terminate like away, and we can check directly also over here. In the shortcut in the Golang, we can do this statement in the if condition only. If this is the true, then it will check okay. Or if it is not exist, then what it need to be do immediately, it will should return from here only the list of tasks with the blank. So this is what, this is structure. Okay, this is a structure. In front of the structure anywhere, if you wanted to make the array or the list actually, we need to just write down the or append the scare bracket. Okay, and over here we want to return the two things. So let me write down the return type also. So task could be the array of the task or error. So this is array of the task, and error could be possible. So we are writing down just nil over here. So this is the first thing is done. If the file is not exist. Okay, now suppose if the file exists, then we will get the data and we will get the error also, and over here we'll use os.read file. Okay, and we need to give definitely the file name. This is the file reader. Now we need to check if we have some error not nil, then we need to be write down some message over here. So we are just returning nil, means we does not have any task because we got some error while reading the file, and we will just show to the user, okay, this is the reason of the error over here. But if we get a task, okay, so what we will do, we will just make the variables over here, and we will need to do unmarshal it. That is also we'll learn it in the last video. Okay, so whatever the task, it will goes this inside in it will fill all the unmarshal, means all the byte, it will JSON to the byte, it will convert, and we will receive all the task over here. Okay, but if due to some reason, if we got some error over here, we should be write down the one message over here, return null, fail to unmarshal the JSON, means fail to convert into the JSON. If everything goes well, then we can simply return it also over here. So this is the load task. This load task we need to use over here. First we need to write down task if we have, and it could be error also because we are getting the two value, and over here we should be write down this is the way, and this is the variable not assignment, so we should be make like away. Okay, if we got some error, then we will write down and we will say immediately just terminate the program over here. Okay, because this program can return error, and whatever the error we will get, we will show it over here, error loading task, and we will terminate through the return statement immediately. Okay, next thing, if we does not get an error, and suppose if we have task, then what we need to do, we should save the task first. Okay, and we should be save, and we should show the user to be successful message the task, your task is saved successfully. So let's create a new function of the save the task. Load the task and the save the task is very common functions when we update, or when we say completed, or when we want to delete. Again, we need to be just update the file. So save task. Save task will receive the task, all the task it will receive, and if some error will become, definitely we need to be show some error. Yes, we need to write down similar to this one. JSON marshal intent. Okay, that's fine. We can write on this marshal over here. Over here, intent means it will just show as the indentations format, but right now just we can make it simple one. Task, all the task will goes to there, and it will convert into the normal byte or error, the two format. Okay, it will convert into whatever the task we have, it will convert into byte and error over here. Yeah. So now if some error will we get, we'll show the error. If we does not have any error, we will write the task, and this is we already talked, this is the we are just giving the permissions. Okay, and this is for current user, this is for group, and this is for other. We have 3 permissions over here, and this is all are correct. So now save task. So now in the add task we need to save the task also. So to save the task, we'll write down, okay, to save the task we need to write down tasks over here, and the chances of that we could be get some error. If we could get some error, if we got some error over here, we'll write down the again error handling, error saving the task. If everything goes well, then we will write down fmt dot println, and one of the message will show it over here. Okay, the task edit successfully will show this message. Okay, over here thing is, if we already have the task, or what we are trying to do, whatever the new task, whatever the description we made it, we are not appending it. So let's append it also. So over here task equal to append. So we these are the current task, and now we need to make the new task. New task means structure. We need to write down descriptions, whatever the description we wrote down, and we should have the another property completed, and right now we are taking false only. So this is the we are appending into existing list. Okay, we does not have any push function. Generally Java and other programming language we have the push function to push into the list, but over here we have append all. So this is the way we are actually appending into the task. Okay, next thing guys, so we covered add task. Now the view task. If we have existing task, we should be view it also. Let me bring it over here. This functions, let me write down these functions over here. Okay, over here view task. View task means existing task should be first need to be load the task, and then we need to be write down the task. So we have load task. I think it's suggesting write only. Let me load the task. We got the task. If the task does not have, we show the error. Okay, if task also we does not have, through the length we can check. Okay, length is the property, or you can say functions in the list, list, slice, and the maps, all the collections we can use the length len, and there we can check if that is empty, then we can show some message, or we can return it also. Because what we will load, what we will show to the user, if the list itself is empty, right, they will show a message only. But if we have the list, we'll show some descriptions and like away some message. Okay, and after that we'll show some separator, and we are running a loop over here. Okay, this is a special loop in the Go language that is working on the range of the array. Means look like as a for each loop we have in the programming language. Similarly we have, so that loop is run only the collections. Okay, and the how over here we need to give the collections, and this range is actually preserve keyword. It will give us to index in the value one by one. So it don't need to be tell us to what is the index, from where you need to start, to increment, and where you need to stop. No need to do, no conditions. Okay, just directly we need to give the collections. One by one it will give the index, and one by one element it will be put into this variable. Okay, this is, we know that this is the assignment of the variables. So whatever it will come, we will actually show it over here as a message, will display it over here. So this is about our view task. So somebody wanted to view the task, here we can, it will visible. Okay, now next function is delete the task. If existing task somebody want to delete on the basis of description or ID, we can delete it also. Okay, so over here we need to give the delete task. Okay, so func and delete task. In the delete task, definitely first we need to load the task, and load means this is the task we need to load, and we need to show error to loading actually task, and definitely we need to show this message also. So let me show it. Okay, so before deleting we should show the task to the user, which task you want to delete it. Okay, so over here we'll take the input from the user, right, and over here we'll show the task number, which task you want to delete it. So user will give us to input, and that input we need to convert into a string. Okay, this is the string, and definitely we need to convert string to back to the integer because we want to take as a number. So the functions string conversion that we already learned it in one of the video. String conversion we are using str conversion dot atoi, that will convert. So it will take as a string and it will return as a input and error, both the thing. If it is not able to convert into integer, we will get an error. So over here we'll pass the input. Okay, and over here we need to write down, we will accept either error or either the value will become. Okay, and if we got some error, or if we will say the value is less than, because user can enter the anything, so if it is less than or it might be the greater than whatever the number of the task we have, so we should show one error message. Over here we are showing this error message. If error is null, means if we have some error and task is minus, if somebody write down -1, -2, or the task number, if suppose we have 5 tasks, he just passed the 6 or 10 or 20, so we should show error message over here, invalid task number. Okay, and after that, so now we need to append again. So what we need to do, whatever the task number he user, so already we have task list, right? Over here we have already task list. In the task list we need to remove that particular number or particular index that whatever the user want to delete it. Okay, to do this one we'll say task, we want to update it. Yes, we want to do something like this one. So whatever the task we have, we'll say task number -1, means whatever the task number user given as an index, because over here we'll show index as a 1 2 3 4, and we know that in array or the list index will be take from 0 1 2 3 4. So guys, in array or the list actually always take the index from 0 1 2 3 4, means it start from the 0 or ending will be the whatever the total item -1. So we should always, this is the way actually these things we already learn into string. While we get the substring, this is similar way. Okay, this is very similar to this one. So what we are trying to do, suppose if I am giving the number, suppose we have total 5 items, okay, in a list. Okay, suppose we have 5 elements in list and I want to delete the third one. So how many elements? 5. So suppose 1, or I can say 0 1 2 3 4 5, like a way. Suppose, and this is 5 only. Definitely index will be start from the 0, right? And if you write down like over here, so what I need to write down, task number. Suppose user want to delete the second one. So what we need to write down, which one he want to delete. First one he want to delete, because we will show a list as I told you 1 2 3 4. So he want to delete this number. So we will write down -1 over here. So he want to delete this one. So this is the one way. So before this one, so meaning of this one, this will be written before this one. Okay, it will return the whatever it is. Suppose if number is actually we have third, so it will return the list exactly before this one. And what we want, meaning of this one, we want the return after this one, means over here whatever it is actually it will return after this one. So suppose this is the number, I want to delete it. So this meaning is it will return this one. The meaning of this one, it will return this one over here. Okay, whatever the thing is left exactly, it will exactly, we will leave it left exactly. We are not deleting, we are leaving it left actually. And we are appending it. Okay, whatever the thing is left actually, we are just appending it. After appending, definitely yes, we need to save the task. Okay, once we save, we should check, save could be the giving the error. And if everything is work well, we should show a error message to the user. Okay, this task is deleted successfully. Okay, so this is our delete functions. Now the next and I think last one is mark task as a completed. Yes, we need to update the task also. So over here we will make mark task as complete functions. Okay, in this function, so whatever the task, definitely user need to be give us to as input, give us task he want to update, and the task we will actually mark as a completed task. Okay, so first, yes, we need to load the task. If we get an error, we'll show it. If a task does not have, we'll show the no task, which one you will update. There is no meaning. View task, we will show to the user, so that we will take the input to the user. Over here, we are taking it to the user as a number. So this is already we done it into the delete one, everything. So from here, we need to just make it. Okay. So over here, yes, over here. So whatever the task we have, so user will show 1 2 3 4. But we have index 0 1 2 3 4, 1 minus always, so we will show -1 and we mark as a completed. After this one, whatever the task it will actually updated, we will again save the task. And if we could have error, so definitely we need to show error also over here. Okay, error, saving the task. Okay, and if error will got, then we should return it also. And finally, if everything goes well, then we should show this message. Okay, so this is our complete program of the task management. Let's run it and test it. So over here, go run main.go. Okay, over here. Okay, and we does not have any file also over here. Okay, till now this is totally fresh one, and we does not have any file. So add the task, view task, delete, mark as a task is complete, and exit. So let's see, do we have the task or not? I'm just clicking to no task found. Okay, that's fine. And suppose I want to add a task. Enter task description. Suppose Golang task management project. Enter task, edit successfully. Great. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it created a file. That's great. Okay, and now I want to just see the task. Okay, second options. Okay, we can see the task and we got a number also. That is very good. And now I want to say mark as a completed, the fourth options. Okay, so right now it will asking enter the task number to mark it. Okay, I just have one task, so I'm just passing 1, and yes, it is updated. That's great. Now we need to check view the task. Okay, we got the task. That is also fine. Let's delete the task. Okay, third options. So it will asking which number you want to delete. I'm just saying first, deleted it. So we can see we got a blank list over here. So can we see it again? We can see no task found, because we already checked if the task list is 0 everywhere, multiple places we check over here, right? Then no task found over here. So this is the way we can make it. Even we can add the more task also. Suppose I want to say add over here, I'm just simply saying Golang intro, add it, and one more, I want to add one more task. I'm just saying Golang structs example. This is the task. Can I see 2? Yes, I can see the 2 tasks. So I wanted to just complete the second one. So we'll take it. Fourth option, mark as a complete, and the second is this one. So when we see second is completed and the first one is didn't complete it. Great. Can we see? Yes, we can see options, and the fifth option is exit. Definitely we can exit also. Great. So we completed this one. Okay. So this is all about, guys, whatever we learned or whatever the basic things required to make applications or any project. We covered everything over here. One more thing, we can divide this complete project into the packages also. Okay, we can move the structs into separate file. Okay, and we can move this whole function also in separate file, right? And that we know we already did in multiple time into in so many previous videos. You guys can check over there. And this is the task. You can just do it this one. And the source code, actually you will get it available in my GitHub account. You guys can download from there. And so to recap, today we covered task management. Over here we covered first thing is structure. Okay, second thing we covered the how to get the input from the command line. Third, how to read, write the JSON file and even append also. Fourth, all the operating system like read, write the functions related to file handling. Even we converting string to integer through the string conversion functions, and this string function where we use for string trimming also. Okay, so these things we covered. On the top of that we covered the list also. There we append the list, and we will and one logic we did it over here to delete a particular task. So we are just leaving and left that particular alignment that we want to delete it over here. I hope this help you in your journey with this particular project. Remember, practice make a perfect. So you guys need to do practice and practice, and once you will do the practice, you will become the perfect in any programming language. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy coding.